So let's see what she had to say about her viewpoint of sinners, what she took away from it, and she is a practitioner. So let's take a listen.
When I am in my magnetism, my feminine magnetism, especially when I look good, okay? But let's be for real. Let's talk highly of ourselves. We always look good. But when we put extra effort, it's easy to get objectified. And usually there's two types of men. There's men that are magnetized to me on a spiritual and physical level, primal level. And there's men who are just, attracted to me on a primal level. And when I can feel, because today I felt it, based on positioning, right? Baby, when you standing behind that ass and that ass is clapping as we're doing these sets, I understand. But that's why I ask important questions. I'm going to ask you to your face. You fuck with witches or not? You fuck with witches or not? Especially black men. I'm going to ask you to your face. Fuck with witches or not? And when I asked him if he fuck with witches, you should have seen
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, it didn't give me the whole clip?
Myself, and I think I'm saying it out loud so other black and brown women and their power and in the ways that we've been demonized. I need a motherfucking protector of this mysticism, motherfucker. And I think a lot of us...
Okay, my only issue, the cursing, y'all. Please work on the cursing. Milagro, Trap Witch. Who else I listen to? Whoever. Y'all, come on, man. Listen, just chill on the curse words. Just chill on the curse words. Just... Okay, let's go.
Right, in the height of having to go on to watch Sinners. So if you've not watched Sinners, sorry, spoiler alert. Women like fucking Annie, okay? Women like Annie. Do you realize how fucking valuable Annie was in that movie?
I do.
And one of the heartbreaks of high priestesses, of mystics, of medicine women, of so many women are the incapability, or is the incapability of a man to truly protect her. That's actually one of the heartaches. That's one of the heartaches in the movie, is even in the divination process, right? Of Annie prophesizing what was going to happen. She knew her man really could, like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. They go to be together on another realm. But
right.
Let's be for fucking real.
Okay,
like, that
happened?
shit pissed me off. Like, one of the things that pissed me off, I started writing about this, but I just didn't have the energy to address it that day. One of the things that pissed me off is that Annie really never got her fucking love story with Smoke here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, witches and mystics and high priestess women, we always so used to a motherfucker walking away and not protecting us, and we having to protect them and pray for them and cover them. It's like,
okay,
where was her covering?
Okay.
And that's a love story that I'm going to have, and I want a lot of women to have on this earth that show up in the ways that we do.
Okay.
Motherfucker, where is my covering? Cover me, ho. Fuck.
Is she wrong?
And I'm not saying that in a one-dimensional way. A mystic woman is always covered by God, her ancestors, her spirit guides, her archangels, whatever the fuck. But to be a mystical, magical woman that is also fortified by her partner, who is in devotion to her, that's just another level, baby.
Okay.
And I hate looking at men that try to pursue me, and I could just tell they're disassociated, or they're disconnected, or they miss things. You know, I hope women get to experience on multiple levels what it's like to be protected, and not just from performance. Okay, because next point, for me, I recognize this in myself, and I think I'm saying it out loud so other women recognize this. I think why a lot of us, even me, I'm attracted to militant, hood men, like, you know, men who understand survival.
Okay.
Because there is a defensiveness. There's a defense that comes with them being hyper vigilant, and as a woman, right?
Y'all wildin', come
who's
on.
also been in survivalist, who's had to be hyper vigilant in protecting herself.
Wait. wait. Y'all. Then y'all mamas and grandmamas put out extra inordinate amounts of energy praying over y'all and y'all's. You mean to tell me your grandmother didn't spend extra heaps of energy and time and worry and stress praying over your papa, your parents, your ass? Like, what are you kidding me right now? And what do y'all do in return to thank grandma? What did y'all do in return for saying, hey, thank you, grandma, for praying for us, watching over us. Thank you for being the intermediary to whatever deity to keep us safe from harm. What did y'all do to repay her and thanks? How did you thank her? That's the point she's making. What did you men do to repay y'all's grandmamas? Because grandmama was the one that went to church. Papa was in the field. He didn't believe in the church. Hokey pokey mess. Remember, you watched the movie. He didn't believe her shit worked. And then she was like, you never took the bag off, did you? Well, bitch, you know, it was just on my neck. It never fell off. Okay? Papa didn't believe in the church. And grandma did that shit. What did y'all... How did you show grandma thanks? Come. See over you a damn fool. And thank you for the 2 in the chat. She's talking gibberish. No more horror movies. I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all right now. We're not doing this. She has a point. Okay, your mothers. The same mothers y'all clown for still going to church, for still putting money in the preacher's collection plate. The same Jesus she prayed to every week, every time you leave the house. How do you repay your mother for being an intermediary to the deity of Jesus that y'all don't believe in, that you make fun of, that you come online and talk bad about? How do you repay your mama? The church done divided the black family, and you know all the women in the church doing. Okay, how did you repay your mama for praying for your ass when you was out here doing dumb shit, and somehow you didn't get shot, stabbed, drugged, robbed? You're not in prison. How somehow you turn out to be all right? How did you repay your mama? You come online and talk about her religion, the same religion she used to keep you covered in the blood, right? With the word, huh? Come on.
It takes a load off to have someone to share that responsibility with you, right? And it's not to say that that's not mutual. I think spiritual women are so used to also covering their men on a multitude of levels. They want that reciprocity. So again, there's a level of protection that can come from defensiveness, right? That can be performative if especially it doesn't come with emotional availability. And I'm adding that aspect because there's men, right, who are very militant, hypervigilant, defensive, right? They cover your front, their back, like on a worldly level. But one of the reasons why also Smoke, okay, we're getting into it.
Okay, come on.
Smoke was a runner, is a track star. They run because of that avoidance of facing their wounds or facing their hurt, right? To transcend to the next level of being extreme protectors. And that was a heartache that Annie experienced.
Okay.
And many women experience.
Okay, I'm stop there. Does anybody see her point? See, if she wanted all my, I can't see over right now because he just, he's in troll mode. Wait, I just knew she was complaining about her type and not actually spiritual men. Oh no. Y'all. Okay, well there. Carrie, we in the minority. I totally got what she was saying within the first 2 minutes. I got it. I understood it. BY says nope. Wow. Y'all really not rocking with this? What she's saying for real? Wow. Y'all, wait. So y'all don't want y'all a prayerful woman? Right? So y'all don't want y'all a prayerful woman that is into whatever divination and whatever she's into. She gonna make sure that works for you in your favor. I'm not understanding, y'all. Help me out. Y'all complain that they come online with the witchcraft makeup and the witchcraftery, the lingo and the slang and the talks and okay, but if you're in her good graces, she gonna make sure all that witchcraft shit works for you in your favor. I'm lost in that regard. If she fucks with you, whoever she prays to, she gonna make sure, hey, please watch over my man. Whatever the cost is, I'll pay it. Whatever the toll is, I'll take it. I'll pay the cost. I'll pay the toll. Just make sure my man is okay. Make sure he come back home in one piece. Why is that? Y'all don't want a woman like that? Like, for real? This is the type of woman you should be trying to lock down. Okay. Silver's not going. Silver's not going. All right. Okay, let's see what else she's saying, because she's at the part 2, and I want to see what she says in part 2.
Mystical women. So for mystical women, what I hope for you is what Annie didn't get. Annie needed Smoke to transcend his wounds, to have that love story, right? On the physical plane, right? Where he confronts his hurt, the things that bring him to the fear of his vulnerabilities. And he addresses that shit. And he goes through the fire of that shit, the baptism of that shit, to become better.
Okay. I want to tackle Ill Magic's point. Okay, you said, to be fair, everybody dies except Sammy. This is Sammy's story. Plus, Smoke and Annie got to live happily ever after in the spirit world. Now, I hear what you're saying, but me personally, I shouldn't have to do that in the spirit. I should be able to live happily ever after here in the physical. Why do I have to transcend to find eternal peace and happiness with my mate? How come I can't have that right now? Now, another piece of a plot hole that I think in the story. So let's just say her assessment is true with Annie and Smoke. Let's just say, had he not come back into her life, she'd still be alive. And this is all hypothetical. This is all fictional. If Smoke never went back to Annie in the beginning of the movie, when they recruit everybody to run their juke joint, does Smoke still and Sammy still survive and make it to the end and kill all the vampires, right? Do they still kill Ramek? If Annie had never taken up Smoke on his offer, she'd have still been alive, right? And she still would have been in this constant state of like, I wonder where will I see him again. So I don't know.
And I'm sitting here like, this woman done spoke protection over you all this time. You done left her by herself to run a business. You fucking come back. You don't bring a fucking hair comb, a petticoat, some fucking socks, some new shoes. You out here gallivanting, up north, and you and your brother bring all this fucking loot and booze and all this shit back in these big dreams. And it reminds me of the fact that empathetic women, spiritual women, gifted women, okay? With gifts, right? You see Annie, she was there running her shit. When you see Smoke run through that motherfucking door to come holler at her, she has business coming up and through. It's not to say that when the vampire shit broke out, right, that she wasn't gonna get ate up at her store. But the fact is that she allowed Smoke to come back and be a harsh mirror, give her some dick that I really don't even think he earned back, while she topped up his fucking mojo bag and took her happy ass out the door, and, you know, still using her gifts to prophesize and help everybody to still get ate up. I'm sorry, you cannot convince me. You cannot convince me this is a love story as a high priestess that I want to romanticize. I'm sorry. Now, when I made the post a few weeks ago about this, starting to talk about this, right? Someone called me anti-black because I think that they're trying to position Stack and Mary versus Annie and Smoke, but I'm gonna be fucking for real, okay? I'm gonna be so transparent. And this ain't no light skin alliance, because people love to be like, oh, because you light skin, you identify. No, what I identified with Mary was more in touch with her dark feminine energy and got in Stack's motherfucking ass. So I'm back with a very unpopular fucking opinion because I'm still experiencing trauma.
I don't think she realized it cut her off. Anywho, all right. I liked her take on it. I agree with her. Like, everybody that came in contact with Smoke and Stack ended up dead for the most part.